Stadium in Oxford, Mississippi. Today, an early season non-conference showdown here on EA Sports College Football, hitting the SEC against the Big Ten. It's the Indiana Hoosiers and the Ole Miss Rebels. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Indiana head coach before the game. This is what they're playing for. The group of six have known they can compete with the big boys all along, and winning a national championship has proven that. But now they've got to do it again and show they can be consistent. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Hoosiers will kick off first, and here we go. And he's going to bring it out. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. He might want another play. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man. It's Alexander. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out-route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
And the Rebels with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wideout. Makes the grab and room to run. Guided out of bounds at the 34, and the running game really coming through.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. There's some room. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They feed him again. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. Grant behind the line. It's Alexander. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He rifles one deep down the right side.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That one comes out hot down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. That's caught. It's Preston. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And obviously huge shoes to fill if you're Indiana's offense this season, having to replace a Heisman Trophy winner in Fernando Mendoza, David. And it's not going to be easy. And obviously you go to the portal and you try to bring the next guy in. But honestly, when you look at Indiana's quarterback play, it goes even beyond Fernando Mendoza to Curtis Rourke the year before that. They have been so consistent at this position as of late.
Yeah, and I think with Indiana proving who they are now as a program, like if you come here as a quarterback, you're going to have success. You're going to take a leap, a Fernando Mendoza type leap, right? Like where he was a good player, he became a great player. So people are going to continue to line up to play in a smart, efficient offense where you're going to have a lot of success.
Running inside, it's Beebe, and the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Roland Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Quickly complete. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Hey, man, that's unbelievable. That is a really good job of seeing the blitz right away and getting rid of the football. Like, that is quarterback 101. Understand they're blitzing, they're coming, see it, take advantage of it, get the completion, and move the sticks.
They'll go to the counter. Finding some room. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman. Like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Henry were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around, and that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And the Hoosiers in the hurry up. From the red zone, it's Richard. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
The Hoosiers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The 50, the 40, at the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Ole Miss! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it, can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look and like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give on the counter. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. To the air, it's Hoover. Stepping to the right. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
So frustrating for an offense to just give away yards with false start penalties. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They'll go empty. 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 15. The offense changing the play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He uncorks a laser deep down the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Rebels are threatening on 1st and goal. Looks as if he's going to run it. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Ready. Go. Motion from the back. The short pass will come up just a tad short of the goal line.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They've already squandered a couple of chances to score touchdowns in the red zone, and now another opportunity. It's 3rd and goal. They got him on the ground. Great tackling by this D to stop him short of the 1st down marker.
Second quarter might not be... time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got to play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
So they've got the lead. They can make it a 2-score game with a chip shot field goal, but instead, the offense is out there on 4th down. Touchdown, Rebels. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. and he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with. Run.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and they corral the ball, so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Pocket breaking down. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great 3rd down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
A big 3rd down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Here's the pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Hoosiers will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in at the 40. And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the ground, it's Lacey. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Now timeout taken by Indiana. That's their 2nd. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Haas. There he goes. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Trying the run, it's Lacey. Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels!
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays of special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the 1st half for the home team.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back to pass, it's Hoover. Here's a heat. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll go to the air. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Hoover. Throws for the tight end. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Hauls it in at the 25. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Trying to move them on the counter. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Oftentimes, defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
And the Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. He lets it fly. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Timeout taken by the Hoosiers. They cannot stop the clock again. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. To the air, it's Hoover. Pass pass rush. Gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The Hoosiers want to crank the tempo.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up on tempo. They're ready to...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Floats it out in space. Looks as if they might have that screen really set up, but he'll be stopped short of the marker. It's 4th down. Ole Miss calls its 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. From midfield, looking for room. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fields. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
Clock still running. Almost certainly the last play of the half. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. It is good! And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's start with Texas, taking on the #1 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Longhorns, looking to make it 3 straight victories to start the new year. So far, so good. They lead this one in the 1st half.
The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the 2nd half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the 2nd half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the 1st half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in, it's Marsh. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Hoosiers want to pick up the tempo.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half. This is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to...
Going to take a shot at this DB. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Got some room to run. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Rebels offense is back on the field. So after that turnover, they can add to this already sizable lead with their first drive of this second half. Now they'll try the right side. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
From the 22 on 1st and 10, they'll run the option. But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
They're dealing with a second and long. The run inside. It's Lacy. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Might be calling a hot route. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Touchdown, Rebels. They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
After starting the season 0-1, they knew they needed more from their offense in this game. You just had to find ways to make more explosive plays, and that's what they've been able to do. They've executed at a tremendous level. I really like the quarterback play and the leadership that he's showing, and because of that, they look like they're going to get back to 500. Let's see where this team can go.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount. They take care of the ball. Looking outside, it's Martin. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. The Hoosiers moving quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And his first pass is incomplete.
Well, this is a big moment for this offense, too, because you want to capitalize off getting the turnover, right? You just threw an incompletion. Now you got a big down coming up. You've got to find a way to make a play here so that you can generate points and capitalize off of the opponent's mistake.
Wilson will throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And the offense is out on the field with a 1st and goal. Off the play fake. Moving out of the pocket. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
That right there is almost a benchable offense if you're the quarterback. First and goal situation, you can't take a sack, but to make matters worse, you can't just keep backpedaling and backpedaling. They're almost out of field goal range now.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
You gotta love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play, they hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're gonna be pinning their ears back.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. The option look. Got a little grass, headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. And they take it in for 6 more points.
What a difference a change of scenery makes, right? I mean, they went into a hostile environment. They lost their first game, but they've rebounded beautifully. And I think coming back, playing in front of their home crowd really has impacted this game, and it's gotten them back to 500.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Wilson to pass. Got his man on the right. And the Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Martin. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
He's going for a big play downfield. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
Just about had another one picked off. They have been way too reckless with the football, throwing it away 3 times already. It'll be third and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Looking to throw, it's Hoover. Fires to the right. Hauls it in. Busts through behind his pad. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Just keep slinging it. Here comes the heat. Looking deep. Makes a grab along the left sideline for the huge gain.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. Makes the grab. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Hoosiers!
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Trying to pound their way in. He's got the 2-point conversion, but that deficit is still huge. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll run the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Might be changing the route. Second down, they'll go to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Can't rest on your laurels as a quarterback. We know how much success he had last game when he completed over 70% of his throws. This game, though, he's just a little bit off. At times he looks like he's pressing. He hasn't been overly accurate, and that's the reason why he's completing somewhere around 50% of his passes.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the grab, gets the foot down, just precision execution on that big play.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the 3rd quarter will wrap up with a big sack. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Quarterback couldn't quite make the connection on the last play. That brings up third down.
Motion. Replace. Iron. Rush. Punch.
Looking to throw, it's Hoover. On target to the left. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That fourth down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Right back to him on the ground. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Facing a third down and short from the 26. On the option. Now the toss. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
Well, I love the variety in the run game you're seeing from this offense. It's not just going to be conventional handoffs. It won't just be the quarterback, but he's making good decisions. Pitching at that time, that's the right read, and it's not a huge explosive home run type play, but it is enough to help them pick up the first down.
The Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Lacey. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
The give on the counter. Picks up the first down. Here's a little room there. The 20. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Rebels.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. The Hoosiers heading quickly to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Got his man. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Going with the counter play here. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down. And the Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive.
Eagle, check, eagle. Circuit. Iron.
Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Bringing the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. That's reeled in. It's Richard. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
You know, you just can't coach toughness in quarterbacks. This guy's been sacked multiple times in this one, and on that last play, he gets drilled again, but he delivered.
Going to take a shot. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He'll try to take it back. The 40. The 30. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover. Now we got a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Well, this is kind of weird. They're not even going to try to run a play. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. And he's wrestled to the ground.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires into the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, obviously this team didn't get the start they wanted to on the year, coming into this one 0-1, but a great job there getting that drive, putting 6 up on the board. They've got a comfortable lead. They wanted to turn the page and start to build momentum. This is a massive win for this program.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man. It's Hoover. Got it. And he got 5 yards on the play. 2nd and 5 coming.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Looking downfield on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm.
And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too.
Trying to take it back. Makes it past the marker. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
This dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give on the option. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. The Hoosiers come to the line in the hurry-up.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
They almost had another interception. Is everybody clear on who's wearing which colored jerseys? Now facing a 3rd and long. Wilson will throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook, the old kneel down from victory formation. Guys, I think we all expected this game to be close. Couple of teams of this caliber, but boy, what a statement by the underdog in this one.
And there's going to be a big movement in the rankings after that performance. That team that got the win today, they are going to get moved ahead of their opponent. It's one thing to beat a ranked opponent, David. It's one thing to blow the doors off of them. That was impressive.
It's impressive. It's huge for them. Obviously, we know what's going to happen when they're going to move up the charts, but the other side is equally as depressing. I mean, they're going to fall like a rock. This wasn't even a competitive game. This is a bad day, and the rankings will reflect it when they come out.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.